Hey, this is a quick overview for our emblematic essay for 1301. So let's take a look at what you're going to learn and what all's involved with that. So what are you going to learn? With this one, it's a little more laid back. You're going to learn personal, familiar voice and tone, detail observation and writing, which is something we'll use in our next essay that is very formal. So that kind of paying attention to details and observation is important no matter what kind of writing you're doing. You'll be turning in a cover letter with this, so we're going to learn some business, professional writing, that tone and voice, and of course we're going to be working on grammar, mechanics, that kind of thing. So when are you going to use this, man? That kind of hits them all. Personal reasons, college, in your profession, the business writing, total in your profession. You're sending an email, and we'll talk about where that tone is. It's kind of like the porridge and the three bears story, not too hot, not too cold. It's not too informal, not too formal, somewhere in the middle. Um, if you're doing some personal writing for yourself, if you decide to write a blog or whatever, something like that, this is that kind of, you might be doing this kind of writing for a general audience, more laid back, familiar writing. Um, and so it kind of, gets there. Anytime you analyze something or examine it, these details, paying attention to details, and looking at things closely, those things are important. The assignments that go with it, we have a whole string of them. So we have these pre-writing assignments, and they are the pre-writing 1, 2, and 3. Those are ones where I'm just saying, look, just get your ideas out there. As long as you do them thoughtfully, and turn them in on time, they're 100s, really, right? Do them, be thoughtful about them. I give you, as we go through, you'll see examples of each one. You can do more than that. If you have more ideas in your head, get them written down, because then when it comes to putting the paper together, it helps. Okay? But I'm not grading grammar. I'm not grading any of that stuff. This is just, it's important to write things down. Then we may or may not do a workshop where you do peer review with another student. Then you're going to turn in your draft to me, and that's draft of your cover letter and your essay. And of course, what we have coming up, you're watching this video, so this means we're going to be studying all that stuff. So you don't have to know how to do it now. We'll step by step through it. I'm just saying that's where we're going. So you'll turn in your draft to me. I'm going to read it. I'll put all sorts of comments on it. Yeah, that's good. Cool. I really love this. Wait, what do you mean here? I'm not sure. Did you mean this word? Hey, do you need some of those semicolons, commas, whatever? That kind of thing. I put in links. I put in help. You get to read that, ask me questions, go to the Writing Center, get help, and you can go to the Writing Center with your draft and with the final. You turn in your drafts. It's like another kind of pre-writing. You turn it in on time. It's thoughtful. It doesn't have to be 100% finished, but with most of our writing, when you have these pre-writings, you should have a good substantial start on it. So you should have close to what we're looking for in terms of page length, okay? So you're going to turn that in, and then you'll do a discussion. We'll do a discussion, just kind of whether it's in class or online, of thinking about what worked, what helped, what was hard, that kind of thing. I'll get it back to you, and then I'll give you time to revise it. You'll have at least a week, if not two, to fix it up, and then you'll turn it in for that final grade. And so that's where you're turning in the final. So I'm not saying turn in the essay and I'll put a grade on it. I'm saying turn in the essay. Let me help you, because I'm a paid helper, right? And then we can work on it some more, and then you get the grade. Okay? Teaching before giving the grade. A good thing. Okay? So what does this all look like? On our Blackboard in Ultra, we've got the emblematic essay assignments, and when you click the little drop down, you'll see there's a place for each one of these, pre-writing 1, 2, 3. There's the draft. Make sure when you turn in, what are you turning in? Are you turning in the draft? Don't turn in the draft in the final spot. If you do your final and go back and turn it in the draft spot, I'm going to be like, well, you didn't turn in your final. You must have been okay with that grade I said you'd get if you didn't change anything here. So, yeah, okay, do that. And then the discussions in there. So, Blackboard. When you go to kelli.ninja, there's a whole lot of things. This will have changed a little bit. I should have links to video and PDF. But when you go to kelli.ninja, the top of each essay is the essay assignment itself, and then where I go through the pre-writings, drafting your essay, whatever kinds of lessons I go through, those are separate there. They're linked in your syllabus, and I mean your schedule, and on the day we cover them, and in kelli.ninja. So if you're just like real quick, I want to go back and review that, whatever, it's there. And then there are also some online readings. We're not reading a whole lot of things for this one, but then there are student samples. So we're going through a couple in class, some on the readings for your homework, but there are a bunch more. So if you're, whoops, so, and this, I was trying to scroll down, and but no, I mean, this like scrolls down and down. I've got a bunch of samples, and these are all students just like you. Some of them came into my class and they were already good writers and they love writing. Crazy people, right? Some of them didn't like writing so much and they found out they could do okay. All right. So trust the process with this. Okay. Do it step by step. Think about it deeply, carefully, thoughtfully. On one hand, on the other hand, don't overthink it, right? Give yourself that space to just let me get ideas out, and then we work on shaping them, on making them good. You can't, if you put it, until you put it on the paper, you can't really decide, is this good or bad? Do I like it or not? You got to write it down first. That's why I give you 100 on the pre-writings for just doing them. Because once it's written down, you can say, I do like that. Or what was I thinking? I have said that a lot. But then I've gone back and looked at things that I like that, right? Or, oh, I liked it, but I should have said this too. So it gives me more ideas to add in later as I'm developing the whole essay. But there's also the samples. So you want to see what other people did? Then, some inspiration. You say, hey, I could write about my thing like that. Then you can do that, right? You want to use your words, use your thoughts. But, we can also be inspired by each other. And that's not a bad thing at all. So that's where that is with what we're doing. We're not doing that one, okay, yet. But that's where that is with the emblem essay. So, move on to the next thing on the syllabus. If you're watching this, then you got some stuff probably under Read Watch that comes next. And go there and let me know if you have questions. Bye.